Hello everybody and welcome to a beginner color grading tutorial, and we're gonna jump right into the video. So first let's start off with putting our video into our timeline, and I'm gonna do a flip on this video here, and we're gonna make sure we have our vector scopes and our waveforms open, and make sure you have your waveforms on Luma. Long story short, this basically determines if your video is overexposed or underexposed. So we see here it's kind of overexposed in some spots. So if you see as I shift through the video, you see as she pushes the swing, you see it moving also. There's a ton of videos online explaining waveforms, so if you'd like, just give it a search on YouTube and you can get a full description of what it actually is. And here we have the vector scope, which tell us what colors we have in our scene. So first, let's start off with a basic correction. It's overexposed, so we're gonna drop down the exposure just a tad bit. Say by 0.2, and we're gonna up the contrast just a little bit and bring down the highlights. And for the shadows, we're gonna bring down the shadows just a tad bit. Bring up the whites. And we're gonna bring up the blacks a little bit also too. So now we're not underexposed at all. And let's look at it before and after. So yeah, that's already looking pretty good. So now let's move into our curves. And we're gonna make an S curve here. And also make sure you're always looking over at your waveforms to make sure you're not overexposing your footage. And now we're gonna make an adjustment layer, and this is what we're gonna place our actual color grade onto, to SHL secondary. And we're gonna open this key tab here. We're gonna grab her skin, because now what we're doing is we're gonna make sure when we do change the background, we're not changing her skin color also. So I feel like that should be good. We're gonna check this box here to see what we have highlighted. And we're going to use these sliders to make sure we have what we want highlighted. We're going to try to get these plants out of here. And there we go. And now we're going to check this box here to inverted. So now only her skin, their skin is highlighted. And we're going to uncheck this box here. And now we're going to go over here to waveforms. We're going to go to RGB. And since this video was extremely heavy in the yellows and greens, I just add a little bit of blue to the image and it looks wonderful. Now you can just throw a lot on here if you want, and it's ready for export.